Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with the Mayor. Well, we have some return guests today, very important return guests. And is it three times, right? This is our third time. Wow. How many people get to win Super Bowl 3 times in a row? Not too many, right? Well, we have Super Bowl winners with us today, and hopefully you're going to help this team win. I have the American Cancer Society folks with us today. We're going to talk about an upcoming event they have on June 27th. We're going to let them talk all about that important day. I'm going to hopefully be there. Hopefully everybody else, and they have teams, so we're going to let them explain how they do this. They explained it to me, so hopefully you all come out. It's at Bensalem High School Stadium. There's plenty of parking, so there's no reason not to get there. And I think a lot of you have been there because they've had some pretty big crowds. So to my left is Mary Ann Griffin, who is a volunteer.
Yes.
And has been with us on all of the shows that we've done. And Ali next to me over here, Ali Gill, right?
Right.
Good to have you again.
Thanks. Good to
And
see
you actually work with the American Cancer. Am I correct?
Right. Yeah. So I work with a couple different Relay for Life events.
Okay.
The biggest one being here in Bensalem.
Is it really the biggest one?
The biggest one that I work with.
Okay.
So one of the bigger ones in the Philadelphia area, though.
Okay. Well, are there bigger ones? What do we have to do to make it the bigger? Now wait a minute.
There are a
this
few
is
bigger
Bensalem.
ones.
This is Bensalem, right?
Yeah.
You know we do things first here. But anyway, I want to first of all congratulate you on the great job you are doing already here in Bensalem, which is very important. I'm going to, since you actually work with them, Ali, I'm going to let you open it up. Give us a kind of a sound thing of how it works, how important it is, and where the money goes.
Sure. So Relay for Life is going to be at Bensalem High School June 27th to 28th. So it's a 24-hour event. We form teams, fundraise all year, and then the relay part of it is that somebody from your team is supposed to be walking the whole time. So,
can you still form teams?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we want to make
so
sure
I think
they
we're going
know.
to put the website up,
Yep.
so you can go online to the website and you can form teams on there. So we form these teams, and then someone from your team is supposed to be walking the whole time, the whole 24 hours. It's kind of like cancer doesn't sleep, so neither do we. So we go through the event. We have tons of activities going on. We start with a lap for survivors and caregivers, which if you're a survivor, please come. We have a luncheon. If you like lunch, if you hate cancer, it's a great day. And then we have activities going on. The teams do different activities all day. And then at 9 o'clock, we have a luminaria ceremony. So we dedicate these bags in memory or honor of someone that's had cancer. And then we light them and kind of reflect on our cancer journey and why it's important to us. And it's just a really nice, moving ceremony to kind of remember why we're fighting back.
Yeah, and Ali, I think, honestly, I think everybody does realize how important these fundraisers are, because there isn't a family that cancer doesn't, let's say, infiltrate, because it's a terrible disease. Yeah. And but so we all have to fight back. And I know that, just one thing I want to touch on before I go to Mary Ann. How many people are on a team?
So you can have as many people on a team as you want. We recommend about 10, just because, you know, the part of it that you're supposed to be walking the whole time. So, you know, we don't want to tire you out too much. If you have some people to kind of relay with, that's helpful. But certainly if you can't commit to the whole 24 hours, come out, see what it is, try to get a team together for next year. We know that it's short notice at this point. But definitely, if you can get a team together, it's fantastic. You can all walk together. It's really kind of a cool bonding experience.
I would think a lot of businesses do it because they're workforce.
Yeah, so we have businesses that kind of get together. One of our biggest teams, they're from a company that lost a coworker. They've raised like almost $25,000 already just this year. Yeah, they're fantastic. So they have really great bosses at their work that have kind of stood behind them, and all the coworkers have kind of rallied for this woman that passed away at like 30. So we have tons of friends and family. We have religious organizations that come out. It's really kind of a mix of all different people that, you know, cancer has touched, like you said, really all of us. We're doing this campaign now called Your 1 Degree, which is like everyone's kind of 1 degree from cancer. So we're going to kind of do something in support of that at Relay this year, where we're all kind of, you know, talking and holding signs about how we're connected, because really we're all connected so closely, too closely.
It's a terrible disease, and I'm over to Mary Ann. Mary Ann Bensalem.
Yes.
Mary Ann is a volunteer. which there are many. And
there is.
Mary Ann was a caregiver
Yes.
for her mom, so she knows firsthand. And you continue to do a lot of volunteering and hard work for the American Cancer Society.
Yes, and this year we were really excited because we've been going to the schools in Bensalem. Like you said, it's a community trying to get businesses. Well, we've been trying for a couple of years now to get our schools more involved. And last year, Struble Elementary was the one school that we actually did, well, we call them mini relays. This year, we did Struble, we did Valley, and we did Belmont Hills. We were so excited because we got the 3 schools, and Rush, hopefully we're going to get them in October. But
Do they come out, those kids, at the relay?
to relay, yeah, my team alone, I have a lot of kids on it, so it's a lot of my nieces, my great nieces, my nephews, and my grandchildren that are part of the team, because it doesn't matter. I mean, we have had them be only a month old, and because their family has a team, they bring out their children too. But Ali and I wanted to just say the relay recess is just, it was so great because it's great and it's heartening because these children understand what cancer is.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the other thing. It's like when you do the relays and you do it at the school and the kids know what you're talking about. And it's just a shame because some of them, one of the schools, there was a child that has cancer, and a couple of the other schools, and then some of them, they all knew of someone who had cancer.
They come up to you. My grandmom has cancer. My mom
Yeah.
has cancer. So what we did was we pulled the kids out outside during their special period. So whether they had gym or library or art that day, they all came out with their classmates, and we had 4 different stations. So we focused on tobacco prevention, where they made a pledge to not start smoking. Sun safety, where they did a little activity about, learning to be safe outside in the summer, the sun. Nutrition, learning to eat well, and then physical activity, so staying active to hopefully promote a healthy lifestyle.
I think everything's very negative when you talk about cancer. I want this to be a positive thing. We're talking
Right.
about survivors being there. We're talking about raising money to prevent cancer. We're talking positive things here against a very negative, what would we call it, besides a disease. When you mention the word, I mean, it's really bad when you say cancer. But if you look in the positive light of what we're trying to accomplish and what you do, and certainly all the volunteers, it's about raising money and it's about knocking this thing out.
Yeah.
Listen, I was born in the days when polio was the bad disease, you know,
Right.
and people were in iron lungs and everything. Today, it's just about eradicate it. There's not too much polio you hear,
Right.
especially in this country. So it can be done. It can be done. And that's how it was done there. It took so much money and so much,
Right.
People had to work at that. So this is important. This is important to come out and have a good time when you're doing this and come out and see the survivors. My goodness, it can't be anything better than that.
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah, so
'cause
talking
we
about,
celebrate them.
go ahead.
We celebrate them. That's
Right,
what we
exactly.
celebrate them.
The survivors and the caregivers.
Well, that's what I'm
who-
trying to say on this show. We're not trying to say doom and gloom. We're trying to say
Right.
you can lick it.
Right, here's what you can do.
Yes.
Exactly. So I want to tell you a little bit about where the money goes, because I think it's pretty cool to hear the numbers. So we always kind of talk about the research, and that's cool. The American Cancer Society has funded like $4.5 billion in research in the past 100 years. So we're getting there. But beyond that, some really cool things specific to Bucks County. Last year alone, 708 Bucks County residents used our online resources or called into our 1-800 number to get services through the American Cancer Society. We provided 327 trips to treatment for Bucks County residents. We provided 221 nights of free lodging through our lodging programs for Bucks County residents, 13 free wigs, and we had 26 women participate in our Reach to Recovery program, which is links breast cancer survivors to people in their community to kind of have like a one-on-one support. So I think while it's really cool to talk about the research that's going on, it's fascinating, it's so cool to hear about the stories of people that we're really helping who are going through this right now and their families, where the money's going specific to those programs and services.
Yeah, it's such an important thing, and you're doing a phenomenal job here in Bucks. So I congratulate you, especially Al. You're doing a great job. And Mary Ann, tell us about the rest of the volunteers. What do you have to do to be a volunteer?
all you have to do is tell us you want to be a volunteer.
Well.
Basically, all you have to do is go onto our website. Bensalem we have our own Relay for Life website. Allie's information is all there. I'm not sure whether my information's up there, but I know Allie's is, so all you have to do is contact Allie. We're always looking for people to help us out. We're looking for people to come onto our committee. Right now, I mean, our committee is about 20 people. We have every part covered. We have the Survivor Luncheon, there's a committee person. We have somebody that handles sponsorship. We have somebody who handles activities. So we have committee people for each one of these things. And
Are they all volunteers?
they're all volunteers. Allie's the only person who is from ACS,
Okay.
which is the way all the relays work.
Okay.
There's one person that will be from ACS. The rest of it is the community. And it is, Relay for Life is a community event. It is just totally community. It doesn't mean you have to live in Bensalem to come to
gosh,
it.
no.
You can be from we have people from Bristol, we have people from Jersey, we have people from all over that are part of our relay. And I say to everybody, the thing is that I've been doing this for 7 years now. I have a whole other family. That's the way I look at it. Everybody who is part of Relay is my extended family, so I have another 400 people added to my family. And
How much time does it take? If somebody is it like they have to be there every week, or they have to?
no, we have basically, if you're on the committee, you might have to come to a meeting twice a month. The meetings are an hour long. They don't last. There's a lot that's done the day of and the day before, and then, but other than that, and we fundraise, we do things pretty much throughout the year, because that's how we get our money. It's a couple hours of your time a month, maybe. I mean,
As much or as little as you can get.
I was going
yeah,
to say that.
I mean, whatever. And some people, we have like our online chair. She basically, because she's an online chair, everything she does is from a computer. So she does it all. She's with age and technology now. Everything she does, you could live somewhere else completely and still be our online chair, because it's just posting things to the website, pushing our information out there, letting people know what we're doing, letting people know we're there, and to please just come out, even if it's for an hour or so, and just, we're not going to pull you in, we're not going to suck you in. If you want to be part of it, you can. I mean, we actually, it's late at night, but we have this thing at, I think it's 1 o'clock in the morning this year.
wow.
Activities all 24 hours.
Yes, we have activities
4
covered the
a.m.,
24
midnight.
hours. Yeah,
Wow.
but we have something that's called, come meet with the committee, where people can come meet with us and sit down and say, look, I want to be part of the committee. What do I need to do? But we do. We have the entire 24 hours covered with doing something, with different activities going on. We have a wiffle ball game going on. We have a road to recovery where people actually build cars from cardboard and make it into a car and walk along the track carrying this. So that's why we call it. We celebrate in the beginning because we celebrate the survivors and we celebrate their caregivers who take care of them. Then we do a remembrance, which is the luminary ceremony, which is very quiet. And yes, it's emotional. It's emotional to me even after all these years. And it's where we honor those who we've lost, those who are still fighting, and those who have basically are in remission. And then Sunday morning, it's fight back. We man the track, we walk around holding our fight back, saying we're going to fight back, we're not going to stop until we're walking this track to celebrate that there has been a cure.
We talked about it. We haven't mentioned where it's at.
Bensalem High School, we didn't
Yeah.
mention that. Bensalem High School
Yep.
Stadium. Come, if you hate cancer, come. It's a great day. I want to mention that cancer survivor, whether you're diagnosed that day, whether you've been in remission for 10 years, whether you're going through treatment now, if you've heard the words, you have cancer, you're a survivor, you're surviving with it. So come that day, bring your caregivers, anyone who helps you is a caregiver. We want to honor you, so come.
And it's at the stadium, and it begins on the 27th at 11 a.m. It begins at 11 a.m.
You can't miss it.
And if you're not on a team, they can come, right?
Oh yeah, you don't
Just
have to
come.
be part of a team. Anybody comes.
Yeah. And they may even put you on a team. You might want to walk around for a while, right?
Yes.
You could always join a team. I bet you could.
You can. That's how I got into it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
There
Join
you
a
go.
team, come for lunch, participate in some of the fundraisers. It's a good day, good for kids. There's a lot of kids' activities going on as well.
Let me ask you a question. If it rains, we're okay?
We relay rain or shine.
Okay, that's what I want
Cancer
to hear.
doesn't sleep.
Cancer
Oh,
doesn't
that's what you said. You
Cancer
repeat that.
journeys, you know, people go through it.
So it's rain
in
or
the
shine.
Rain.
Rain or
So,
shine.
Oops.
We'll get you an umbrella. Don't just come out there.
Yeah, well,
We have pop-up tents all
we're-
over, so.
we're sending positive vibes for sunshine that day, but
Well, that's my
Rain or
job.
shine.
As a farmer, I'll make sure you have
Okay.
Okay.
a great day. I shouldn't guarantee that because we have concerts here and we get rain once in a while on those. So, anything you want to add that we haven't covered? Anything?
yeah, I think we're really excited to have the schools involved. I want to mention also, I know this isn't Bensalem specific, but Bristol Borough has been involved, their school district, for years and years. They've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for us. So a huge thank you to them. I know we mentioned some of the Bensalem schools earlier, and I didn't want to slight them because they're a huge
not.
supporter. And we're hoping to kind of
This
get
show goes all over
Bensalem.
Bucks County, so it's okay.
Well, there you go. Hey, Bristol folks, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
So we want to hopefully get the Bensalem schools involved just as much. I mean, the kids there in the Bensalem schools and in the Bristol schools that day are just so excited about it. And if you've been a part of that, come to Relay. It's even better than what you did at your school, I promise.
Okay.
And the kids did luminaria bags at the 3 schools. Those bags will be displayed at Relay. We have one whole section that we're just going to have dedicated to the schools with the luminaria bags that the children did. And some of them were so beautiful.
You are going to have the last word, so you can whatever you want to say. Now's the time to say.
Just please come out, just see what it's all about. If you don't come, you're not going to understand it. We can sit here and try to explain it, but until you actually experience it, do you know what it's like? So please, you're more than welcome to come.
Well, Mary Ann, it's been a pleasure again.
Thank you.
And God bless
Thank
you and
you.
your work, Ali.
Thank
Good to see you.
you.
Hopefully we'll see you on the 27th.
And we'll see you.
And well, you'll be busy. I'll be out of your way. Trust me. I know busy people, but I will say hello, and I won't be there the whole day. That's a busy day, the 27th. Anyway, everybody, please remember the 27th, Bensalem High School, Relay for Life, Cancer Society. We want to see you there. Be active. Until next time, everybody. God bless.